On a heavy construction site, you are dealing with constant, chaotic movement. Massive materials are being hoisted, concrete is being poured, and dozens of people are navigating tight, high-risk spaces all at once. In this specific environment, the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries isn't machinery failure. It is slips, trips, and falls. This bar chart compares common workplace injuries across the industry. Look at the top bar. Slips, trips, and falls result in over 1 million emergency room visits every single year. That physical toll translates directly into millions of dollars in commercial insurance liabilities. The current industry standard for handling this is OSHA 1910 Subpart D, the Walking Working Surfaces Regulation. It legally requires companies to keep floors clean, orderly, and free of hazards. But the way we enforce the standard is severely outdated. Site managers rely almost entirely on periodic, manual clipboard checks. They physically walk the floor, spot a hazard, and write it down. This timeline illustrates the flaw in that workflow. If an unsecured cord drops or a spill occurs at 9 a.m., but the next safety walkthrough isn't scheduled until 2 p.m., you have a 5-hour blind spot where an accident is highly probable. The construction industry does not suffer from a lack of safety regulations. It suffers from a fatal delay in hazard detection. To close that detection gap, I built the Ghost Wink OS prototype. It is an edge-deployed visual augmentation engine, meaning it processes data locally, right on the job site, without waiting for cloud delays. This flow diagram illustrates the software's first step. Raw visual data from POV safety glasses, site cameras, or mobile photos feeds into a central processing node. Here, a fast API vision engine continuously scans the data, cross-referencing it against known hazard shapes. The engine is trained to identify highly specific anomalies, like wet liquid spills, or unsecured cables, or unsafely positioned ladders. By isolating this processing locally, GhostLink takes the capabilities of AI vision and forces them to work within the chaotic reality of physical labor. But identifying a hazard is useless if the information doesn't reach the floor immediately. That brings us to the final step of the code architecture, the system output. This point-of-view image demonstrates the first output mechanism. If a worker is wearing augmented lenses, the system generates a HUD alert, a direct, subtle visual warning right in their field of vision. The second and far more critical output is the automated foreman dispatch. This logic tree maps out the Python backend. The moment a visual hazard is detected, the logic converts that data point into a discrete mitigation task. It then bypasses the manager's clipboard and automatically routes the task to an available worker. By identifying hazards and simultaneously triggering the resolution process, GhostLink neutralizes OSHA liabilities before they lead to an injury. When this loop operates at scale, the physical environment changes. Workers move fluidly through clean, highly organized industrial sites that operate at peak efficiency. Standard preventative safety protocols are no longer a separate manual chore. They are integrated natively into the automated daily workflow of the crew. This line graph tracks the long-term operational scale. As automated hazard dispatch activates across a fleet of projects, accident volumes drop, triggering a sharp downward trend in commercial insurance liabilities. The code for the GhostLink OS prototype is already built, functional, and ready for deployment. I am looking to connect with teams who deeply understand the intersection of hardware, AI, and physical site operations to take this to the next phase. Transitioning to vision-driven automation replaces manual, reactive safety checks with a persistent network that protects the workforce in real time.